What's up, guys? Welcome to the Mixtape Videos show. I'm trying something a little different in this episode, so watch the whole thing to find out if you like it or not, and then if you do like it, give the video a thumbs up so that I know, and if you don't like it, don't give it a thumbs down, just leave a really negative comment in the comment section. That way, one, you can be a little more specific, and also I still get the positive of having the comments, the engagement numbers go up. It's a win-win for everyone, really. But last week, I mentioned that in this episode, we were gonna be doing something pretty cool. NBA Flip was gonna be sponsoring a Mixtape Videos NBA Flip tournament where I get to play the game against one of you guys. We got a challenger, we did the tournament, it was a 3-game series. Let's go see how that went. Welcome to the Mixtape Videos NBA Flip tournament. Our challenger is Adam, a Toronto Raptors fan. In game 1, it was Adam who had home court advantage, and he started off well with a 1-0 lead off a flip of Joakim Noah with Jordan Hill of all players. However, things turned south when Mixtape Videos played Dwight Howard, who Adam was unable to flip. Putting Dwight Howard down there. Boom! Mixtape Videos took a 2-1 lead with Jeremy Lamb and laid down a double flip with Trevor Ariza, raising the lead to 4-2, a lead that would not be released. Boom! Double flipping on him. Faced with a 1-0 series deficit, Game 2 became a must-win for Adam and the Toronto Raptors. Once again, Adam had home court advantage and started off with a lead. It was a back-and-forth game with no one gaining more than a 1-point lead. Adam went strong with DeAndre Jordan, but once again, Mixtape Videos was too much and took the lead with a double flip using Joel Embiid. Okay, alright, DeAndre Jordan, I got you. Okay, that was a good move. I hate doing this to you, man, but I gotta win. Double flip, boom. Adam came back to tie the game, but on the final possession, Mixtape Videos came up big with Vince Carter, thus sealing a series win. However, no one wants to give in to a clean sweep, so Game 3 was a chance for Adam to play for pride and at least get one win. Could he do it? It was going to be tough, with Mixtape Videos having home court advantage. However, Adam started strong, playing Vince Carter's high side, thus forcing Mixtape Videos to play defense rather than offense. From there, Adam took a 1-point lead and again played a strong card that Mixtape Videos couldn't flip. Wow, I don't have anything that can flip these players, okay? He's probably like, man, if only this had happened in previous matchups. After going down 2-0, Mixtape Videos finally got on the board with Marcus Smart. However, Game 3 was meant for Adam, who continued to get flips, keeping Mixtape Videos from ever taking a lead. In the end, Mixtape Videos won the series 2-1, but Adam proved to be a worthy opponent. Thanks for tuning in to the Mixtape Videos NBA Flip Tournament. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am happy that I won. I told him ahead of time, I'm not gonna go easy on you, okay? You play to win the game. I played to win, and I won. So thanks to NBA Flip for sponsoring that, and also some other content. If you haven't heard of NBA Flip, you can download it in the iOS or Android store, Google Play Store, whatever. We also did a full review on our second channel, which I'll link somewhere wherever the cards are. I think that would be over here. So you can go check that out. Okay, so this week, which will actually be next week by the time you're watching this, there was an interesting quote from Dirk Nowitzki. I guess he was asked about retiring, if he would possibly retire, and he said, if it hurts to move and things keep going the way they're going, then 2017 might be it. Chances are they're going to keep going the way they're going because the Mavs aren't very good. And honestly, I mean, I understand if they are so bad and they get a lottery pick, then, you know, they're still going to be bad next year. I mean, you think about even if you get a LeBron James level player, which the odds are very remote, but even if you got a player of that caliber, it's not like you're going to be contending for a title the very next season. So, you know, either way, whether they get a #1 pick or not, they're not going to be very good next season. Now, they have a bright future, I think, if they do get a high pick, but from Dirk's point of view, I can understand why he would want to retire. Now, of course, I want to hear what you have to think about this. Do you think that Dirk should retire? Do you think he should keep playing? Personally, I want him to get to 30,000 points and any other achievement he can accumulate. I think he deserves so much more respect than he gets. And so if he can get any more accolades, I think that would be great for him. But, you know, if the Mavs get the #1 pick, do you think that he should keep playing because they'll be better next year, or to train that next guy? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, if you've been following the channel for a while, then you know I'm a Dirk fan, I'm a Mavericks fan. In fact, coincidentally, the very first video uploaded to this channel was a Dirk Nowitzki highlights video. And I'm gonna link that here. I'm gonna link that video right here in case you haven't seen it. It's, you know, it's pretty good if I do say so myself. So as a Dirk fan, hearing this news, I mean, this is just like end of the world kind of stuff. I mean, I can't imagine the Mavericks playing without Dirk. I mean, even though they're doing that right now, but at least he's still an option. He's just injured, but it's not like he's gone. He could possibly play at some point in the future. But to imagine the Mavericks just without Dirk at all, I mean, I can't even think about it. So rather than just like gushing over Dirk and talking for 20 minutes about how great I think he is, and which would be totally boring for you guys, especially if you're not a Dirk or a Mavericks fan, I thought I would just tell you my favorite memory of Dirk. And that is in the 2011 playoffs. Obviously, if you're a Mavs fan, all of your greatest memories come from the year 2011. But for me, specifically in the series against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And first of all, the Mavs were picked against in pretty much every series, you know, until after the series, and everyone was like, oh, well, that team wasn't really good anyway, you know. But against the Thunder, there were so many clutch moments in that series by Dirk. And it got to a point, I remember there was one shot specifically, I think it was Nick Collison that was guarding Dirk, and Dirk shot the ball. He got fouled, but they didn't call it, you know, which is okay, it happens. And he shot it and it went in. I mean, and this was a big moment. It was crunch time. I remember that moment specifically realizing that, man, this dude, I mean, this is like magic. You know, it's like, that was when I realized when it's crunch time and you need a clutch basket, if Dirk shoots it, like, it's going in. I mean, no questions. I mean, it's like a miracle. Every time he shot it, it went in. It was absolutely amazing. It didn't matter who was guarding him, you know, what the defense was like, where the shot was from. I mean, if you needed a basket, he was gonna make it. And that is probably my favorite moment, specifically that possession. And then of course, you know, winning a championship against the Miami Heat and LeBron, and of course, after all of that, everyone's like, well, you know, it was their first year together. They didn't really have the chemistry, and they hadn't figured out how to play together. You know, even though they had made it to the finals, you know, they had come together. You know, in the series before that, everyone's like, they figured it out. They learned how to beat the Celtics and beat the Bulls. But against the Mavs, it's like, well, you know, they didn't really know how to play. And it's like, no, okay, it's LeBron freaking James, Dwayne freaking Wade, Chris freaking Bosh. They had a good team. Anyway, I'm not even talking about that. That's a whole other subject. But that's my favorite Dirk Nowitzki memory. In the comments section, share your favorite Dirk memory. What was the moment where you're like, dude, that was amazing? Share that in the comments. Okay, so in last week's episode, we started a new segment called Story Time. I told the magnificent story of the Dallas Mavericks winning a championship and then the owner sabotaging that championship team for, you know, the opportunity to get guys that they were never going to get. In this episode, we're going to talk about another team in this week's episode of Storytime. Hi, welcome to Storytime. Today, we're telling the story of the Los Angeles Lakers. In 2002, the Sacramento Kings were the best team in the West, and the New Jersey Nets were the best team in the East. Now, we all know that an NBA Finals matchup of the Kings and the Nets is not exactly what you would call big money. So, the NBA had a dilemma. What would they do to make sure the Finals was exciting as possible? They made their decision. In the 2002 Western Conference Finals, by rigging the series and giving it to the Lakers. And that year, the Lakers beat the New Jersey Nets easily and won a championship, thus continuing a long line of NBA rigged games and series. The end. Now that was an amazing story. So that's it for this week's episode of the Mixtape Video Show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you're not subscribed to the channel, which is very likely since like 99% of our views come from people who are not subscribed, which I think is pretty weird. But anyway, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do tons of NBA content, top 10s, player versus, compilations, rankings, all kinds of NBA content. So make sure you subscribe for that. Thank you again for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.